Hiya. No, let's get serious, man. Let's get serious here on one thing. Now, let's get a bit of light on the subject. Now, recently I did a review, I did a comment on a particular place. And that was how bad their service was that day. Well, lo and behold, I did go back in there again. Did, believe it or not. And when I went in there again, mate, it was quite alright. Still got the bloody order slightly wrong, but on a serious note, and I've got to make this quite quick because I am going to be out soon, and that is, it's not only that brand, that company that tend to do this with food. I mean, we should consider deeply how and where we actually choose to eat. Because, now I was in the industry myself a long time ago. Cool, donkey's years. They probably use donkeys now, but I was in there anyway. And what it was food and hygiene is one of the golden rules of any kind of restaurant, fast tracking place. A number of chicken places, sadly enough, don't adopt it. I mean, it always consisted of one particular thing, and that was you had to wear a hairnet. And if you had a beard, or like a moustache, you'd wear a net type of thing to cover the hair follicles. So Joe Bloggs or little Daphne or William eating their burger and their chicken nuggets or whatever the case may be, whatever they are eating, won't either eat hair follicle or old dead skin. Now, or dandruff, which is again dead skin. Now, imagine your child eating from these places. They may be cheap, but they seem to not worry about the one golden rule, and that is how to be food and hygiene conscious. I mean, they actually fixed the door, so they paid attention to that, so I'm not knocking them on that one particular brand. But I said, it ain't just them. You're talking the big Burger King. I shouldn't be saying these names, but companies like that, Wimpy, you name it, the whole Monty, Mr. Chicken, McFry, Morley Chickens, some of those places, you go there, you've got to be awfully careful because you'll see them handling the food with their hands, or they're handling the items they're cooking the food in with their bare hands. Now imagine, they've got a graze or a cut on their hands and dry skin in winter, and some of us suffer from that. They've either put stuff on their hands to make it moist. Now you're touching trays, literally touching trays, literally. There's a nice tray, lovely, let's have that. And you've got all this muck all over your hands. Now, where's that going to go? Where's the residue going to go? In poor Heather's or William's or Doris's tum-tum. Because they don't wear gloves. Because they either cannot be bothered or they simply just don't care. Because, hey man, we're a big company. Hey, we don't need to worry about that. Who's going to sue us? No one's going to sue you, but eventually someone might eventually do that. So shouldn't you think, we're in a society of consciousness. We're in a society where we have to pay attention on what we're eating and how we're eating. You can eat any sort of food and it could give you any sort of damn disease. So when you go to these fast food places, you may as well just go down to the local hot dog stand and they just piss all over the place, so they've got piss residue on their hands and you're eating their bloody hot dogs, lovely, 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 and then wonder why you're stuck on the toilet all bloody night or all bloody day, because lack of hygiene. They may be clean as crystal, but because they're handling their own body parts in many cases, they're handling multiples of food. You're handling raw chicken, you're handling raw beef, you're handling raw vegetables, and God knows what else you're handling, and fish. Now you combine all that with one thing, God, you're talking for total fucking chaos, literal chaos, because here you are cross-contaminating food, cross-contaminating the stuff you're cooking it in. Now everybody cooks it in that. Everyone will cook a burger in where they've just done chicken burgers, or where they've done veggie burgers, or even those cheese melt things or things of that proximity. And it's like when you go to some of the kebab places. You'll see them wearing gloves. You've seen them clean that with a utensil they haven't actually cleaned. So they're scraping it nice and clean. So you've got all the residue from whatever else they cooked previously and what they're still cooking next to it going on your bun or bread or pizza or whatever it is you are having there. Probably the same with the old... Yeah, it's actually the same in some of the pizza places as well. You know, we take our lives in our hands when we actually go to these places. Now, I had a response from someone within the company who was awfully impolite about it. He said, well, if you don't like it, make a complaint. You make a complaint and lo and behold, nothing gets done. So the next phase you've got is, unfortunately, and many do, if they've got any sense, they'll go to the health and hygiene. And before you know it, there's a big business just gone under. Because how many people have eaten, how many people have got diarrhea or some other bad tummy complaint because of uncleanliness, not wearing appropriate food and hygiene attire. So here you are, wondering why are they still in business and how can they be in business when they do this? I mean, God, I like a burger. I like anything like that. We all do because it's quick and it's easy. But when I cook it myself, I'm wearing gloves when I cook my own. So at least I'm not handling it. And then when I do when I use my trays and when I'm baking my pies and stuff that I do, I make sure that area is clean and totally hygiene free. Now, take word now, McDee's and all you other fast food outlets, pay attention. Wear hairnets, wear aprons, wear gloves. There are only a few bobbing the old cash and carries. Get your staff to wear them. So you ain't going to have to worry about food and hygiene coming on your case saying, hang on, you can't be having this, mate. Look at that person's just handled that burger. That person's just handled that kebab. What are you cleaning this with? That hasn't been washed for ages. You should be making sure that's clean. Now, that's your fine. If you don't tidy up, you're closed. Do they really want that as that? Well, they can afford it in some cases, but let's be honest. It's what I wanted to share with each other because I've got to go now. I actually officially have got to go now. So, it makes you think. Now, think carefully. It's not just McDonald's. It's not just big Mr. Burger, Wimpy and all those outlets. It's other little outlets as well that also neglect to adopt the food and hygiene rules. So when little Joey, I like changing names, when little Joey and Juliet have an upped up tummy, it's because of where you've fed them, where you have given them their fast food fix. And, in another term, which will be another subject some other time, use some proper grease stuff that ain't so greasy, that ain't going to increase a person's cholesterol. Because that is the biggest killer of today. You eat all that chicken, you eat all that bleeding stuff, regardless to which way the chicken is prepared or the beef is prepared. It's still fried in oil. It's still fried in grease. And that grease, over the years, builds. So bear that in mind. When old Joey and Juliet are getting fatter and fatter, you're like, my God, are they pregnant? No, they're not pregnant. Oh my God, they're fat. It's because they've eaten all the fast foods. Pay attention, people. Pay attention, parents. Pay attention, children. Pay attention, everybody. Careful what you eat and where you eat it. And always eat wisely. And that's all I can say. You'll either listen to it or you don't. Other than that, till the next time, if there's a next time, this is the final update and special report to do with not only McDonald's but fast foods. Till the next time, or not, take care of yourselves, be safe, be lucky, and bloody well have a good time. Till next time, bye now.